Hello, this is Lydia from the Global Travel Podcast and YouTube channel. And today I'm sitting here with Theodosia Paros. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Did I said your last name wrong? It is Sara, right?
It's Sarah, but Paros is becoming my last name as well.
That's because the hotel we're going to talk about is in Paros, Greece, and so I got my Greek tongue tied.
That's great. I don't mind being called Theodosia Paros at all. I have been working so hard on this project that actually makes sense.
Awesome. Okay, good. Well, first, let's tell everybody we're going to be talking about the Minois Hotel today, and it is in Paros, Greece, and that's in the. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's in the Aegean Sea, and it's
Correct.
not. It's like on the way from Mykonos to Santorini, right? You can stop off in Paros. Is that
That's
correct?
correct. Minois Hotel is located in the heart of Paros, which is a beautiful island in the complex of the Cyclades in Greece.
Yes.
Very close to Naxos, to Mykonos, Santorini, and all the other beautiful Cycladic islands.
Yes. So let's start the episode off by allowing the audience to get to know you a little bit better. So, will you just introduce yourself for a little bit and then we'll start talking about the hotel?
For sure. I'm Theodosia, or Theodosia in Greek. So I have been working in the hospitality industry in luxury properties for the past 15 years. And I couldn't be more happy than I am today in my present role as a luxury sales ambassador for Minois and its sister property in Athens, A77 Suites by Andronis. It has been a great challenge the past year and a half for us since the moment that we took over Minois and started dreaming and planning and arranging the rebranding and repositioning of the property along with the actual part of the renovation of the property.
Yeah, well, let's dive into that. Tell us a little bit more. So, this was an existing property that y'all are been working on for over a year and a half, and how did y'all come about, choosing this one, and what have you been doing to it?
Yes, actually, we have been working on this as a company, as a sales management company. We have been working with the original owners of the property for many, many years. The hotel was existing for 30 years. The family that owned it felt like they couldn't do it anymore. They were tired and they decided to retire. And we stepped in. We loved the property already, and Yanis Kiric is the owner, decided to step in and take over. And we started working on the rebranding and the repositioning of the property. We are a small luxury hotel of the world now. We have made a major renovation, but still, the things that draw us to Minois, they're still there. The energy of the place, the amazing location on the seafront, the proximity to the beautiful beach of Parasporos, only a short 3-minute walk from a gorgeous sandy beach, and the amazing, amazing sunset that we have from the hotel. They're still there. Only the building is a lot more beautiful now.
So, this is a luxury global travel podcast experience channel, and this hotel is considered a luxury hotel. And
Correct.
also, it's a more boutique. You would call this a boutique hotel. Let's talk about like how small it is and what um, makes it considered luxury.
So the hotel has 44 suites in total. It's considered a small resort, a small hotel. It is a resort though because it's spread out and it has nice facilities, and has the feeling of the resorty feeling that you want from a hotel. Um, it's it is considered boutique though. 44 suites for the islands of Greece is not that much. Um, it's a beautiful property, has a gorgeous 360 experience in the restaurant. So we do not have one or two or three restaurants. We have a restaurant, Olvo, that has a 360 experience, starting from breakfast to lunch, snack by the pool, drinks, and then goes all the way to the dinner. And the very slow fine dining degustation of 11 stages in over the goo, or the bubblier, more fun part of the dinner with beautiful cuts of meat and whole fish in the Josper oven, and cocktails and champagne, a little more exciting part. We have a beautiful spa, a gorgeous spa with hammam and double cabin and nice relaxed room. We have a gorgeous outdoor gym in the property. It's in the olive tree garden, two stages, one for weight, one stage for your normal workout.
The cardio.
And we have a beautiful quiet space for yoga and meditation just in front of the sea. The pool that you have behind you is the heart of the hotel. Everything moves around it. Everything is about this beautiful pool. It's like a very zen kind of space. It's a beautiful property, and it's very close to the city of Parikia, which is the main port city, very close to the airport, but still very secluded. Just a short ride for everything from everything, but still very peaceful, because there are not hotels or other points of noise around us. It's just us on the end of the bay of Minois, and it's a very private and very secluded kind of place, but still very close to everything that you want to visit.
Do y'all have like programs if somebody wants to go there and do the yoga classes, or like sometimes resorts will have retreats and things that you can do. Do y'all offer anything like that?
Yes, of course. Whatever the guests want, whatever the guests would like to arrange, whatever the guests are interested in, we will make it happen. We consider ourselves a yes hotel. We want to make dreams come true. This is our passion. We have done this with A77, our first hotel, and we're doing this with Minois. And whatever they want, we will find a way to make it happen.
We call that,
it's a very big deal, trusting us with their vacation. We will honor this.
Yeah, we call that a customized luxury vacation experience, right?
That's that. This is also part of the Greek philoxenia. For us Greeks, the guest is as much a sacred obligation as much it is a pleasure. So
y'all are really committed to that. So
committed.
Luckily, not always when I interview someone or have an episode have I ever been to their location. And in this case, I've been to Santorini and Athens and Thessaloniki and Crete. So I have an experience of the Greek life, and I love the Greek life. And I love y'all's Greek, the one particular Greek salad that when in America, when you order a Greek salad, they put lettuce in the Greek salad, which is not a normal Greek salad, but the Greek salads in Greece are just tomatoes and onions and olives and I think bell peppers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you can put bell peppers. Bell peppers are allowed.
Just no lettuce, right?
No lettuce. You really have to come to Paros and You really have to experience the Greek salad in Olvareso by our chef.
I'll
Our
be there.
consultant chef, Alexandros Chiotinis, he has done an amazing job. So it's a Greek salad by a Michelin awarded chef. So you
Oh,
understand that
I was
this is an
curious.
amazing combination.
I wanted to ask you if you had a Michelin chef on staff,
Yeah, we do actually.
but I hated to ask in case the answer was no. So I'm glad you said
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we're very proud to have Alexandros Chiotinis join us this year, and he's doing the consulting in the whole experience of Volvo, this 360 experience that I described before, and the food. Oh my God, it's to
It's
die
part
for.
of the vacation, right? Just experiencing the flavors of Greece.
Especially in Greece, you know, our culture moves around, you know, the table with food and friends and sharing and drinking and having fun. It's part of our culture. So if you come to Greece, you really have to sit down, eat, enjoy, and understand. And yeah, this is how we love in Greece
Yes.
through food and yeah,
Yeah, and I mean, it's connection, like being at a long
true.
table with a bunch of people, like that's even in when you go into restaurants and stuff, like people get seated next to people. At least in my experience, they had long tables and, they just want to max it depends on how small the restaurant is. But anyway, I wanted to jump back to something you said. You
Yes,
mentioned an airport and Paros. So let's talk about logistics. Like what's the
of course.
typical people from all over the world are going to hear this podcast. Let's let people understand like what's logistically the best way or the different ways to get to Paros.
It's very easy to reach Paros the through either flying from Athens for now, from Athens to Paros, from Athens International Airport. The airport in Paros has been appointed as an international airport, but it's not. It has not happened yet because they need to prepare the restaurant in order the restaurant. You know,
The
it's all about
airport.
food. I'm Greek, sorry. The airport to receive international flights. So this will happen either by the end of 2024 or by the end of 2025, very soon, anyways. But still, it's a very short airport ride flight from Athens. It's only 25 minutes
Oh
flight.
yeah, that's short.
You
Yeah.
know, it's very easy to fly in, or you can use the ferry that takes you from Piraeus port, the port of Athens, or Rafina port and reach Paros. The slower ferry will take you in 4 hours. There are faster ferries that can take you to Paros in 2.5 hours. In my opinion, it's cute to do at least one ferry ride in Greece because it sets the mood. It takes you, you know, you see the sea. It's beautiful. It's really nice.
I did that. I went on a ferry from Athens all the way to Santorini, which I don't know. I must have been on a slow one because it took us like 8 hours to
I
get.
know yeah, that's a pretty long distance. It's five-ish, 6-ish hours from with a fast ferry. Yeah, you're
I know.
brave.
I was a college student, so we did the slow ferry.
I've been there. I have been there. I've done 15 hours from my north of Greece to reach Paros when I was 18 because it was
Wow.
cheap.
That's amazing. Okay, so we've talked about the logistics. Now I want to ask, I'm going to ask questions that I think my audience might be curious about.
Of
So
course.
if I wanted to come and have my stay, I read something on the internet that said that just a couple of days in Paros was enough. Like you could see the whole island. So I want to discuss that, but I want to ask you if someone wanted to stay in the Minois hotel and then do like a day ferries to other islands. Is that realistic or is it better to leave a hotel and go to like a whole nother island because it's so far?
So for me, Paros, whoever said that you can do Paros in 2 days has not seen Paros.
Okay.
It's a very interesting island. It's not a big island compared to Naxos or Creta, but the island has a lot of points of interest. So, in order to see just five of the main beaches, the famous beaches that everybody talks about, you will need at least 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
There are many villages that you can visit. There is a traditional village of Lefkes, which is on the highest point of the island, has beautiful view, has a whole forest of Lefkes trees, which is very uncommon for the Cycladic Islands because they are completely dry. And this part of the island has a whole forest. It doesn't happen. This is very unique for the islands of the Cyclades. It has a lot of little fish villages, and also you can very easily visit the island of Antiparos, which is a gem of an island. Imagine that from our hotel to reach Antiparos, it will take you approximately 30 minutes in total to go from the hotel to the ferry port, park your car, expect the ferry, take it, and find yourself in Antiparos. The ferry ride is 7 minutes, and the ride to the port is another 7, 9 minutes from the hotel, and you're in Antiparos. In less than 30 minutes, you're in another island, a beautiful island that I strongly recommend for someone to spend a day there. Just go for to check out some beaches, have lunch or early dinner, drinks, and come back. There are ferries running almost 24 hours from Paros to Antiparos and back. So that's another nice thing to do. Nausa is a very beautiful city on the north of the island, very popular for the nightlife, bars, restaurants, shops, and also our beautiful Parikia, which is the main city of the capital of the island, the port city that is very, very beautiful. The narrow streets, the typical Cycladic architecture, shops, nice restaurants as well, small cocktail bars with beautiful views. You have it all there in Paros. You can do kite surfing, you can do lots of water sports. It has the perfect waves there in Paros. You can do beautiful hikes. There are beautiful wineries because the wine of Paros is also becoming increasingly
Popular.
great. Actually, it's really good. That you have nice vineyards and estates that you can visit. So it's a beautiful island to see.
That's great. So, some of the islands have gotten reputations, and I'll just use the example. I think a lot of people who understand the Greek islands know that, like, if you want to go party, you might go to Mykonos. So, what is Paros kind of known for? Like, what kind of clientele will go to the Minoes Hotel?
That's the magic thing about Paros. Paros is a very inclusive island. It has something for everybody. It's pleasant for couples that want a romantic getaway. It's great for families with young children or teenagers because I told you it has all kinds of activities to do. It's great for single travelers. There is a place for everyone in Paros, which for me, that I work in hospitality, hospitality has to be inclusive, in my opinion. It has to be for everyone. Everyone has to visit a place and to appreciate it. And Paros, you can visit it. I think throughout your all your stages, the stages of your life, being single, partying with friends, then a couple, then with your children, and it will be equally amazing, but also very different.
Yeah, that's good. So, what do people like when people write reviews? what do people brag or share that surprises them the most about their stay with you?
That's a real. I love this question. The hotel is very new. We just opened now in the end of May. We don't have too
Oh,
many reviews, but the common thing about the reviews and the thing that we always strive for, and it's our commitment to have for sure is excellent service. So everybody's saying amazing things about our team, how nice they are, how committed to make their vacation fun they are. If you see the reviews, they are, saying all sorts of nice things about our team, and we couldn't be happier. You can renovate and you can change hotels and create luxury properties, but if you don't have the team to support and to offer high-end service in a caring, loving kind of way, you haven't done anything. So this is the most important thing, and we have this, and we're very
yeah.
proud.
I've always heard that love is in the details, So as a hospitality organization, I just think all the little details. And people like me, I notice all the details. I'm like, wow, they went the extra mile with that one little thing that they did. So I find that companies and brands that really put their time and attention and their commitment, like you said, into those details really make the difference for, stand out as far as brand and what they're offering. So, with my listeners, I like to ask questions that maybe they're curious about and not everybody talks about, but I want to ask. So, when I went to Greece, it was May, and I thought it was perfect because there was no tourists there yet and hardly any. I mean, again, this was like in the 90s, so I don't know what the situation is now. But the weather was great. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold, but it was cool at night. If you were going to give people a tip about when is really like this great time of year, maybe there's a rainy season or something that they should avoid, just give us a little tip for the listeners of the Global Travel Junkie podcast. When is the best time to visit your hotel?
Of course. May, as you said, April, May, early June for me is a beautiful period to travel to the Cyclades. It's not busy. Everybody's still well rested from winter time because these are
Yes,
seasonal islands. So everybody's very, happy to
I
be
did.
open and service you. But also, and hear me out, I have my reasoning and I will tell you September, late September, and October, this is the time that I want to travel in the Cyclades because we have the Meltenia winds in the Cyclades. They can start from June and they can go all the way to August. They are strong north winds that are very typical in the complex of the Cyclades. Um, so we have that, and it can be chilly during night, very pleasant during the morning, but chilly during the night. So by September, no Meltenia. Very cool, very nice. During the night, it's cool and nice and pleasant. During the day, you have the perfect sun, no wind at all. It's beautiful. The sea has warmed up all summer, so it's very pleasant to swim as well. And it's not busy. It's not packed with people. So people that know, they travel either springtime or autumn in Greece.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you a question. You may not know the answer to it, but my sister's mother-in-law, puppy, she used to swim in the ocean, and she would talk about the dolphins that she would swim with. Like, what kind of wildlife can you see in the ocean there? Like, is there anything special about swimming in the ocean there for people who think that's a neat experience?
Yeah, we do not have sharks for sure. You don't have to
That's
worry
good.
about that.
Yeah.
We don't have sharks. We have dolphins. That's true. We have dolphins in Greece. We have a lot of fish and the starfish and the sea urchins. Sea urchin probably is the most dangerous species in our waters. We have a very nice and rich kind of sea. The Aegean is very rich in fish and um, things like and oysters, but it's not dangerous at all.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful blue turquoise waters, clear. I'm in Athens now, so I would really like to be next to a beach
Just
in
talking
Paros.
about it. I know. Look at this beautiful pool behind me
I
here.
know,
Isn't that
I
amazing?
know,
Yeah.
I know. You
So
have to visit and see for yourself how beautiful it
I
is.
will. I'm going to try in 2024 or 2025. So let's see. Is there anything that I should be asking you that I haven't asked you yet that you want to share with me about the experience, the hotel, or Paros in general?
Yes, I would like to tell you some things about the architecture of the place and what we did with that and what we are trying to create in Minois.
Yes. Tell
It's
me.
very important. We dreamt about it. We, had we spent a lot of time working on that. So what we wanted to do is bring together um, and combine the auras of all the countries that are quintessentially Mediterranean. Spain, Italy, Greece. You have Greece. It's there. It's the blue of the water and the blue of the sky and the whitewashed buildings, the cubic style. And then we wanted to put some color in it. You have some Moroccan details. You have some Spanish details, and we wanted to create a hotel that is Mediterranean chic and very mindful in its luxury. We didn't want a loud kind of place. We have beautiful suites, large, with beautiful views, very inviting to families. We have huge suites with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, one living room, a major courtyard with a 55 square meter swimming pool, which is beach feel like and descending in order for the children to be comfortable and easy to swim in front of the sea with beautiful sea view. We have the smaller suites with a private pool, the element suites as we call them. All of them have beautiful detailing, openings that allow the light to come in and create motifs, beautiful pergolas and beautiful ceramic lattice work in the design of the hotel. Lots of color, the terracotta oranges and the yellows and the blues, um, in a white and blue canvas. I think that we have a lot of natural materials in creating the hotel as well. A lot of natural. We have the pebble stones on um, a
The
technology that
walkways.
we call botsaloto in Greece that we created floors. We have a lot of natural wood in the shades of the property. It's a beautiful hotel. It's really nice.
Have you been able to stay over yet and have your own
Yes, I've been
vacation?
already there 3 times. I'm going next Thursday. I can't wait to be there, and I will spend a week there. I will be going back and forth. We have to take care of this hotel as well. But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
lucky.
that's awesome. Let me
I'm the
ask,
luckiest girl.
is it that, I mean, you're new, so, you're probably not like booked out yet, but is it a hotel where like a corporation could just book the whole 44 suites and have a conference or anything like that? Like, are y'all doing
Yes.
corporate type offerings? What's available? Like, how's the Wi-Fi? How's the internet? Because companies want to know that.
Yeah, that's great. We could do that, yes, especially in the shoulder months. Beginning of the season and end of the season, it would be easier to offer the hotel on a buyout basis. We do have excellent Wi-Fi. We do have a multi-purpose hall that we can create. It was made for this purpose, that we can use as a conference. The hall that we have is for 25 people, but in case of a buyout, we can use the entire interior part of the restaurant and create a bigger hall. Yeah, of course, this would be great, and it would also be a great place for destination weddings. This is something that I can see a lot of happy people dancing around our property and having a nice romantic wedding. It's a perfect place to have a wedding and a party.
I love that. That was my next question. It's so funny because
Sorry.
no, like it's what I was going to say is on several occasions I've thought of something to ask you next, but then you're already like reading my mind and answering the question before I even ask it. So it's like we're totally in sync here.
I think that we have connected even through the emails.
Right through the ethers of the internet. So great. Well, gosh, I've really enjoyed getting to know the Menoese, and I'm just wondering if there's any last final words that you want to share with the listeners about coming out and booking with you. I mean, do y'all prefer that they book directly on your website? Like, what are some of the ways people can find more information about coming and visiting your hotel?
They can find us on our website, on our page. It's not the official website because the hotel is new. We just had a photo shoot. We are preparing the official page, but for now we have a front page that has everything they need to know, and the book now, possibility. It's minois hotel.com. They can find us there, or they can find us through Small Luxury Hotels of the World, which is our uh, beautiful brand that we belong in. We are a member of them and we appreciate them. It's been great working with them. Or they can find us through all the luxury DMCs here in Greece. We are open to work with our guests with whatever way they might feel comfortable. We have an amazing reservations associate, Tatevic, that is handling most of the reservations. I'm here for all our guests. They know my name now. They can call the hotel and ask for me, and I will be there to tell them more things about the hotel. You see, I speak a lot. I like the hotel, so it would be a pleasure.
That's awesome. Yeah, ask for Theodosia.
Yes, and they can say the little code Lydia, and I will be there.
So anyone who's wondering how to spell, I'm going to spell the .com for you. So it's MINOIS hyphen hotel.com. Is that right?
Perfect. That's
Okay.
perfect. Yes.
Yeah, that's how you can find. Now, are y'all on Instagram or any of the social channels yet?
We are everywhere. We are on Facebook and Instagram as Minois Hotel. You will find us there. Follow us, and you can also find Olvo, our restaurant, Olvo Paros, and follow us there to see some of the amazing dishes of Alexandros and his team. And You can check out the stories and get inspired about your next trip to Greece. Daydream, think about it, and then call me, and we will have you all there in a, like that.
That's wonderful. Well, you've really made the Minois like so desirable, and I'm sure the listeners are curious and they're going to go see for themselves and look up the pictures that we are sitting in front of. So, thank you so much for your time, and thank you for being here and taking the time to share with us what y'all are doing there in Paros.
Thank you very much, Lydia. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having us, and thank you, Global Travel Junkie. Until next time.
Yes, until next time. Thank you so much. We'll talk to
Ευχαριστώ
you
πολύ.
soon. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye.